Hello, my friends, my buddies, my guys. I hope you are all doing well and welcome to another video. Now, I'm sure the thumbnail and title is what caught your eye, and that's why you're watching this, because everybody wants to know, how much money do you make on YouTube once you are monetized? Now, the answer to that question is going to be very different depending on the size of your channel, and I thought it would be interesting to let people know what I make as a small content creator. Now, if you've been following along on my journey, you know that I got fully monetized on YouTube at the beginning of November, so I thought I would let you know what I made for the month. And for some context, if you didn't bother to look at what my subscriber count is, at the time I'm recording this, I am at around 2,687 subscribers. And on average, my videos get anywhere between 500 and maybe a little over 1,000 views. So I don't have the largest subscriber count, and I also don't get the highest views. But I did still make money. So let's break down how much I made and how I made it. I really wanted to make this video to show that you don't need to be a massive creator to get into the YouTube Partner Program and make some money on the side. I also want people to be able to manage their expectations about what YouTube is going to pay them as a small channel. Now, I am going to break down how I made everything. But I will say this, I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of money that I did make in my first month. It was actually a lot more than I thought it was going to be, so that was nice. So let's get into it. I brought notes because I am very bad at memorizing numbers. Now, I entered the first stage of monetization in October. I hit 3,000 watch hours and I had already 1,000 subscribers at that point. And when you hit that threshold, you are able to get channel memberships as well as things called super chats, which is when people can essentially attach a tip to the comment that they leave on your video. Now, in October, I didn't set up memberships, but I did have super chats available for people if they wanted to leave some money. And I did have one person leave me a super chat, which was very kind of them. So for the month of October, I made a grand total of $3.43. I know. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. But in November, things got more interesting because on November 1st, I was eligible for AdSense. So I did have to go in and apply and click a few buttons. And within a couple of hours, YouTube had set that up. So now every video that I ever uploaded, with the exception of a couple, was now eligible to have ads put on it. And as a small creator, where I am making the most money is through AdSense at this point. Most big creators will tell you that they make more money through sponsored posts and brand deals than they do through AdSense, but I am not a big enough creator. Currently, there are no companies knocking at my door wanting to sponsor me, but please, my email is listed in my bio. By all means, contact me. Shameless. Now, just a quick note before I get into my November numbers, I am missing my totals for the 29th and the 30th. The revenue is usually delayed by 2 days, and today is the 30th, it's a Sunday, and I will not have time to film this during the week or next weekend, so I'm doing it now. So my total is going to probably be off by a couple of dollars, but I think you will get the general idea. So the biggest revenue stream for me currently is watch page ads, which would be my long form videos and the ads that play on those. And in November, to date, I made $52.68. For my short feed ads, I made $16.14. Membership, so people who signed up to be a monthly supporter, and I thank you very much. At the current time, I have 9 members. I appreciate you. And that revenue works out to $14.84. And I did also get one super chat, which was $3.44. My highest earning day was on the 22nd, where I earned a total of $9.75. And my lowest earning day was November 9th, where I only earned $1.20. So my grand total for November was $87.09. And you know what? I am actually really happy with that. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I do not get really high views on my video, and I don't have a ton of subscribers who are going to be getting notifications that I've uploaded something new. So the fact that I was able to earn almost $100 in my first month, I actually think that's fantastic. I honestly thought I was only going to earn maybe $20 to $25 for the entire month. And I earned about that much in the first week. So I think that's actually pretty impressive for a small channel. I do also want to say that YouTube obviously does take a cut on the ad revenue. I believe it is a 55-45 split. So they do take a pretty good chunk of that money, whereas like super chats and memberships, it's a 70-30 split. So I definitely get to keep more of that revenue than I do from the ad revenue. But you know what? It's a business, and YouTube is one of the highest paying platforms for its creators. So I'm not going to complain. Now, if you look at the little graphic that I'm going to post here, you will see that I have a green $sign on several of these videos, but some of them are red. And the red ones mean that video is ineligible for monetization. And it is because I have copywritten material that is not free to use, essentially. Now, you might think, Becca, no copywritten material is free to use, and you would be right. However, there are fair use laws in Canada that do allow me to use some copywritten material as long as I am using it in very short time frames. The general rule is 10 seconds or less. So I often have like music playing at the end of my elbows up videos, especially when the characters are enjoying the plant-based candies, if you know, you know, and we will be dancing to a song. And I keep those clips under 10 seconds so that I can avoid, one, a copyright strike, and two, keep my video monetized. But you will want to look into what the rules and laws are in your country. And pardon me, having a little red circle doesn't necessarily equate a copyright strike. I currently do not have any copyright strikes because on the videos that I have that on, YouTube has left a little note saying, you can have this in your video. That's okay, but you can't make any money off of this video because it's in there. So it is something that I am going to have to go into YouTube and edit out eventually. And one of the ways I'm going to do that and not have to worry about having a copyright strike is with Epidemic Sound. Now, this is not an ad. They do not sponsor me yet, but that is a service that you can get a subscription to where you have access to an absolutely huge library of songs and sound effects that are copyright free for you to use. And I have used it in several of my long form content. I have used it in some of my shorts to have music playing in the background, and I don't have an issue at all. I can make money and don't have to worry about any copyright strikes, which nobody wants, because if you get 3 of those, YouTube could delete your channel, and that would be very, very sad. So that is what I made in November. Obviously, I am not going to be quitting my day job anytime soon with just $90 in a month, but it's a start. And I just want to remind everybody that most of the giant YouTubers that you know and love spent years working their butts off before they saw a dime. All right? So don't be discouraged if you're not making a ton of money. You do need to be a bit realistic and manage your expectations, but also feel free to celebrate the small wins. It is okay to be happy with making your first $10, $20, $30, $40, $50. I'm really impressed that I made almost $100 my first month. There's nothing to shrug about there. And although I hate calling this passive income because there really isn't anything passive about content creation, it is a lot of hard work, but it is kind of nice to see that once I upload the video, I don't have to do anything anymore. It just keeps earning me money. And it's been really cool seeing how some of my older videos have made a couple of cents here or there, made a few bucks here and there. And I love that. That's very gratifying, even if it is just a couple of dollars and cents. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do plan on making what I made in the first 3 months of 2026. So if you want to follow along on this journey, please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you are interested to learn what I did to get monetized in less than a year, I made a video about that as well. So please feel free to go and give it a watch, share it to your friends, spread the word. I would really appreciate it. Just remember, everybody, it is a marathon, not a race. It can be a very, very slow climb to get to where you want to be, but don't give up. Don't listen to the haters, and just keep making the type of content that you want to make, and your audience will eventually find you. Okay? Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you real soon.